in Scratch. A basic tutorial of just making movement and double jump. So first we need to get our character. We're just not going to do the scratch cat, and it's going to get a bit more complicated. So we're just going to remove this and then delete it. Boom. Then we're going to get like a square and then make a basic character. I'm just going to make it light blue, my favorite color. Let's make it a square. So to make it a square, you can click and then click Shift. Then you can only make a square. Well, mostly a square. And that's good enough. I'm just going to rotate it. I'm just going to rotate it a bit. No. And there are some shadow problems. And you can see the line isn't really working. Oops. As you can see, the line is kind of thinner than there. So I'm just going to completely remove the border. Like that. Boom. Now I have a simple character, so now I'm just going to add eyes. Maybe some black dots. Boom. Make sure to copy and paste when you can. And then like that. And then also add a box around it. And then make it behind. And also make it white. Like that. And then copy the box. Command C, Command V, and then move it there. And then move it at the back. Well, now our character has some proper eyes. I can just make a quick smile. We can always make this better. You don't have to make your character like this. You can make it however you like. And then just make it black. And now that we got our character, we need to make a starting position. Let's say like this. It's good. Now we also need a level. We're gonna go to the backdrop and then create a quick level. Remember, you can always make this better yourself. I'm just doing a quick one. I'm just doing a quick tutorial. A good trick for making your making your levels look better is by using a pattern like this. Like this is the grass, and then you add like tiny pieces of grass here, and then Command V, and then move it a bit, and then you just keep copy and pasting. I'm just gonna keep copy and pasting until I'm done, and then boom. Although you can see that there's tiny holes there, but then I'm not really worrying about that now. And even though this is fully green, I'm just gonna make it brown and go to the background. Orange. Yeah. And then now we have an actual floor. So, now that we have a floor, we're going to just make a bit more of the level. And to do that, we just need to delete this. Come here and then copy this. Oops. Then we just need to copy a tiny piece of this. Or we could just make a new one right here. Make it cover this part. And then come in. And then get one of the patterns. Move it here. Put it in front. And then get also a block on top of it for it. So now there's like an actual kind of little level. And then we can also delete it, copy this, like just copy this part here, and then you can probably jump to it. Now we are a level complete. Again, you can always make it better for yourself. And then first we need to add movement. So we're gonna get one green flag, click a forever loop. We're just gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. There is also another way to do this. So doing this version, you can do the when key press. We're gonna do one key press for this video, because then it also allowed multi-key presses at the same time. Up arrow, oops, left arrow, up arrow, down arrow, right arrow. Once we got that, we're going to do change X. Well, we are going to need this, but we're not going to need this. And then there's the change X by 10. Change X by minus 10. And then, yeah, that's basically what it does. And we're also going to go to this. So now when we start, we can basically kind of move. But we want to make this a smooth game, so we're also going to add a repeat until, sensing, key space press, replace this with the key. Oops. This is with the key and then add, and then make a knot. Knot. Now, it's a lot smoother, as you can see. To make it even smoother, I'm just going to replace this to 5 and minus 5. Boom. I can always make it better. Well, yeah, that's in the advanced tutorial, because right now we're still in like the basic code stuff. Then we need to make gravity. To make gravity, all we need to get forever, come here, rename this to speed or gravity, doesn't really matter. And then we're just going to do set speed to 0, forever, change speed by minus 0.1, and then get a change Y by speed. Now, our character is going to forever fall. Then we're going to add a if then else, and then put this to else. And then we're going to do a touching color, and then make this the color of your floor. Right, like that. Boom. And then for that, we're just going to do set speed to 0. Or we can also do set speed to like 1.5. And now, it's perfect. It works perfectly fine. And then because we added this, then if you can also add these two. And then we're just going to do key space, replace this with let. And we're just going to remove both of these, this, make this, take these out, and then replace these with ifs. And then duplicate this, if, duplicate, we don't need this anymore, make this left, and then we're going to make it E, and then we're just going to add these here. And then now we have some basic movement. It moves perfectly fine, and you can instantly swap, making your character move. Now we're going to make the character actually face the position we're looking at. To do that, we're just going to make the character look a bit different by moving this a bit. And then like that, and make it a bit up. Or that works. And we're just going to duplicate, or we're just going to duplicate this and then flip and then rotate. So now that we got that, what we need to do now is we're going to also make a change costume, switch to costume 2, which was right, costume 2, and then this is going to be switched to costume 1. And then as you can see, now it follows where you're looking. So now we need a jump feature. Now we need a jump feature. So here in this huge thing, we're going to add another if then. And we're going to make sure this is in front of this gravity is in front of everything else, and then the if is in front of here, well, behind, and then so then on the if then, we're going to do set speed to 0. Almost need to do key space press. Yeah, that works. Or we can also do up arrow. In this video, we're doing up arrow. You can either do W, up arrow, or space. And these can be A, D, or whatever you want that you know the controls. Now, that just sets speed to 0. To help us see what's going on, we can do this. Now, speed is just going to set to 1.5. Now, 0, 1.5, 0, 1.5, 0, 1.5, 0. Just won't go up or down. But we're also going to do set speed to 0. How about set speed to 5? Still won't do anything. Then we're just going to change Y by 3. Now, as it goes up and it gets gravity back down. And we're also going to make this 0. So, when it comes back down, it's just a nice clean 0. Even though it's kind of on the ground, 1.5 works better. You can keep it on the ground kind of, or you can make it up, or you can make it in the sky just by changing this. No. And then, now that we got this code that has a jump, you can adjust the gravity, you can adjust the jump right here. Right here, there is a set speed to this. This is what's making the jump actually work. You can also just make this to 1, and then it's a tiny bit lower. And then you can change this to anything. Like if I just change it to 1, it still works. Tiniest jump ever. Like 3. 3 may be a good, yeah, 3 is like a good thing, a good timing. But with the course I made now, 3 won't really work. So instead I'm just going to replace my course and make it smaller. Do that, and then also move it lower. Yay, now 3 works. And there's also some tiny glitches like that, but like you can keep it intentional if you want. There are some other ways to fix it, but they're not in this tutorial. And then, yeah, once we got that, it's time to make the falling smoother. So we're just going to make this, like maybe a bit faster. Again, you can change some of these things as long as there's something that works. Yeah, now you fall faster. And now, something I realized is my character is way too big. Like, yeah. Now it's like a fun game. You can also just add a repeat here to make it go high. And I think I want a 2.5. If you swap that, it's a bit cleaner. But then you can also just casually fly, which is not supposed to really happen. So we're just going to add like a 1 second cooldown. And, 0.5. Now, okay, that just breaks the entire thing. Yeah, so you could just casually fly. If you want to keep it in the game as flying because nobody knows how it works, sure. But if you want to fix it, you can keep watching. So the way to fix it is Okay, so if you guys want to make like the ground bouncy like a Slimer, all you need to do is just change Y by 3. You could just make this like 0.1 for it to also work. It won't have bounce, but like it'll just go up. Another way you can, and then we also, once it's on the ground, we can just make it stop. Okay, so here, the way you fix the flying issue is just you to add like a cooldown. Replace this with a block, list with a block and name it jump. Jump, and then boom. And then now all we need to do is just drag this here with an 0.5 second cooldown. And then we can also add jump there. Now we can try the game out. Jump, jump. But if we remove it, the fly glitch still works. So instead of doing it, so let's see how long a jump takes. So let's do about, 0.5 seconds. And then from there, we're just going to add a set gravity, or set speed to 0. Instead of this, we can just make this change Y by 5 and remove this. And also remove this. Now all it does yeah, that's exactly what it is. There also is another way to do it. There also is another way to do it if you want more clean animation. So you do glide this and then replace the X to X and you get Y. And just make a one shirt. Y operators plus like however much you want to jump, like 5. And then once you put that there, you can test it out. Yeah, that's a low number and a slow, like, to get a pretty good number for it to work. And then maybe we can make this like 0.5. Now it's going to go fast. And now you're actually going to fall. It's a bit hard. So it's a bit harder, and for that also that means you can't just fly because you might keep falling. So that's something that works fine. Now, maybe make excuse me. So then maybe make this a bit faster, like 0.4. Oops, wouldn't be if I clicked. Yeah, now that we have basic movement done. Now that we have basic movement done, I'm just gonna, once you have basic movement done, then that's it for this video. You can watch episode 2 if it's out right here. If it's not, then it's just gonna be the best video for you for the actual mechanism that switches the screens. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!